What's up, everyone? It's Vpassion. We're testing Jesmon for BT23. Just built the first version of it a couple days ago, and last night I took it to EagleX tournament, running our first version of Jesmon. Just want to provide you with thoughts, how it went, some of the deck choices, and thoughts so far on Jesmon. So to get started, we've got 4 Digimons, BT8. When attacking, if your Digimon has 6,000 DP or more, draw 1. Found this egg to be a lot more useful than the Koromon egg, as Jesmon you normally are pushing out to attack, and when you attack, you're hoping to draw into a sister versus finishing your attack, checking the security, then drawing. So sometimes that one card makes a difference in adding that extra sister to your hand, so you can play off the Jesmon for free, so and so. But finding this so far to be a lot more superior in this version than the Koromon egg. Next, we've got the 4 BT23 Huckmon. Found to be really useful as well. This is a streamlined version of just pure Jesmon build, and so gaining that 1 memory is super crucial. There have been times too where I've already have a Jesmon stack out, and where we have a surplus in memory, so even hard dropping him for 3, using that initial Jesmon stack to play out a sister, to then warp up for free into Bauhuck and so to eventually make another stack on the same turn. So far this memory gain, really clutch, really useful for, again, the Jesmon streamlined version of this deck. Next, 4 Huckmons of the new Huckmons. BT23, reveal top 3 cards, add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name and 1 Royal Knight trait among them to your hand. So you're adding 2 here, either Sistermon or the Sistermon option, because it has sister in name, and any of your Huckmon line. And it's awesome that it's 1 additional card added to your hand is the Royal Knight, so I can add EagleX to hand, or can add a Sistermon option, and also the Master to Disciple, because it's Sistermon in name and Master to Disciple's Royal Knight's in its trait. So an amazing rookie, 4 for sure, and that 1 mem gain is so crucial as well. We're trying to keep turn with building our Jesmon stack, or mitigate memory to give to our opponent. And it's awesome that it says white, so it counts your tokens when you play it out. And then for the final rookie count for just the Huckmon line is the old BT6 Searcher Huckmon. Reveal top 5, add 2 cards, Huckmon or Jesmon or Sistermon in its name, and it's 2 Digimon cards, so we cannot add the option, but just a one of a Searcher. So far I'm testing it out, kind of liking it at 1 still. It's nice to, when you have a rookie in back and just playing him just to get your Sistermon engine going, or finding the rest of the line. Not sure if I want 2 at the second, but 1 felt just fine. So in total, just 9 rookies so far. Surprisingly, in the 4 rounds I played, wasn't at a loss for rookies, thanks to the option. And 9 felt fine so far. We'll need to do more testing. Next, we've got 4 Bauhucks, BT13. I'm prioritizing this one over the BT20 Bauhuck. Again, streamlined Jesmon build. We're aiming for as much memory gain as possible. So inheritable when we play a Sistermon, gain back a memory once per turn. And also when we play a Sistermon, he can warp up into Savior Huck, reduced by 2. So for 1, we can go into Savior Huck. Really great with the Sistermon option, since you can push out a rookie, Evo into him for 2, trigger the Sistermon option to play it a sister from hand or trash and warp it up into the BT20 Savior Huck, and you'll have a body to suspend to warp into Jesmon for free. I'll show some combos at the end, but so far finding this at 4 just synergizes with our Jesmon turbo build. And this bell hook at 3, for the most of the part, I'd rather see this bell hook, but this is still great. Still in the same combo-esque. If I don't have the Sistermon option, I can evo into this and then play one of the Sistermons either for 1 or 2 and gain back the memory from the Huckmon, and we'll have another target to spend to warp up into Jesmon. So still good to play that Sistermon for free. Yeah, keeping it at 3 so far. Was thinking about cutting him down to 2, but I'm still gonna try 3 just for that consistency of seeing our level 4s. Alright, and felt like this card got a huge power buff from the new Jesmon. Essentially, you evo into him to spend any other body to warp up into Jesmon. There were games where I just had a rookie in back. I push out the rookie and I'll slam this for 7, and he'll warp up into the new Jesmon. Has Windage Evolving, play a sister or token, and has Rush. It sees the token or sister being played. We swing, we alliance, we play out another Sistermon or token. That's 3 checks with Jesmon, and we'll probably gain 1 or a memory back or so if we play this CL. But anyhow, being able to push a rookie and then putting 4 bodies on the board with this Savior Hook is insane. The Alliance inheritable with the new Jesmon Alliance, also insane. Increases our damage output by far. You do 3 damage and you have 4 bodies on board. Quite insane. Then the delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5k DP or less when Digivolving comes up a lot too. Helps you get rid of body, mitigate their board. But anyways, yeah, warping up into a Jesmon and being able to just turbo into Jesmon is quite insane, especially now that it has Rush. For sure have more thoughts on him, but at 4 feels really good at the moment. I know some folks are on the BT6 Savior Huck more, but felt like even finishing with games where you swing with some of your stacks, play out a Sistermon, you're at 0 or so, you can slam this for 7, suspend that sister, turn this into a Jesmon with Rush, play out a token, swing for game. So he even acts as a game finisher if need be. Alright, and just one of our Savior Huck, BT6. Still amazing when you combo off where you warp up into level 5 Savior from the Bow Hucks, being able to play a sister from hand, gaining memory back, and continuing your onslaught. When attacking, if you have a Sistermon, unsuspend once per turn, comes up for sure, and it synergizes really well with the new Jesmon, since the new Jesmon's attack, or when attacking, is not once per turn, so you can yeah, swing, add more bodies to board, alliance, unsuspend, swing again, alliance. So that's 4 checks off of just this inheritable alone, along with the alliance of the new Jesmon. So far at 1, maybe I'll try it at 2 with some reduction of some other cards, but it felt great last night just as a one-off. Probably another MVP of the deck, Chimeraemon, comes back to Jesmon, an old sweetheart of this deck. We missed him in the previous format when it was BT20 Jesmon, but with this build, I find Chimera so amazing. With the Sistermon options, you're able to just play a bunch of sisters. With Jesmon, you play more sisters and be able to keep turn with all the mem gain inheritable you have, and then continuing onslaught with Chimera, tucking in more mem gain sources, and again Jesmon having Rush just allows for so much turn extension and aggression. Really liking it at 2. I would not go down to 1 just because just seeing it often helps. The new Sistermon option doesn't bottom deck it because you just draw 1 and you're kind of dancing with Evos a lot, so it comes in your hand more often than whiffing it. So really appreciating it at 2. Alright, jumping over to our Sistermon line. Just one of Blanc so far. For sure, really loving the draw 2. Came up a lot, especially when you're just playing sisters for free, kind of unbricking. The decoy is important here. And just, yeah, having a Blanc in name just to add more targets for our Sistermon, or our Jesmon, since you can't play the same sister with the same name. Just a 2 of this Sistermon. When it would suspend, you can Evo from hand or trash into a Royal Knight or CS, or is Hugmon too? Yep, and Hugmon in its name. Just really liking it. Yeah, being able to Evo from trash is amazing. It makes it so, you know, your stack deck, you push out your first stack, sometimes you lose your first stack and you have pieces in the trash that you need. So finding it really, really useful. There's some other combo plays where you swing with Jesmon, play this out, suspend it for Alliance, and then using it when it suspends, you can Evo into your EagleX from hand or trash, and you'll do the 2-3 checks, whatever, and then your EagleX end of turn swing, so it adds an additional check. Comes up every now and then, but yeah, still really good. And also the on play, adding top security to hand and recovering 1. It's kind of nice too, because sometimes I'll need a piece, and just having a way just to filter more cards in, sometimes for free because you're playing out her for free, is nice. Not necessary, but yeah, evoing from hand or trash, really, really nice. Now that we have the sister, just adds more possibilities from our hand or trash. This seal, so good. Seal Awakened. Yeah, when you would play a Digimon, could be anything that you play, one of your seal can Evo into Seal Awakened from trash. And it's pending, so you can continue playing out other sisters as you will, and then time it to warp it into Seal Awaken when you need. When digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. Really useful. Just to stun one of their bodies or stun one of their Tamers. And then at the end of all turns, if it's on top of a seal, you can recover 1, and then your seal is free again. Yeah, at 2, I really like it at 2. Yeah, no more wants or needs. 2 has been great. The new seal originally had it at 3, but I trimmed it down to 2 to make space for some other sisters. The de-digivolving has been amazing. Being able to time when to play it out and when to de-digivolve when you alliance is just phenomenal. It makes matchups like Machinedramon or cards that have blocker, redirect, just a wall of a body makes it nice to just be able to de-digivolve that and mitigate a Digimon on their side. And then the on play of deleting a 4 cost or less is nice too. Just early game control at 2 has been amazing. Alright, resuming back to our video here. Talked about this sister. Sistermon Seal BT6. All turns, all of your Digimon with Hugmon or Royal Knights gets 2000 DP and gain 1. We tried it at 2 last night. Felt really good about it. Gaining that memory back along with our other memory gain inheritables from the line helps us keep turn, do damage, and have bodies on board to DNA into Chimera. The 2000 DP felt really good too, it being all turns and just making our Jesmons more sticker, prone to DP battles or just being over certain thresholds. But that too last night felt really good. I wouldn't go 3, and don't know about 1 or not, but 2 felt amazing, and being able to also play it for 4, gain 1 back for 3, and then perhaps DNAing with another level 4 into Chimera kind of gives you more pathways and choices. But 2, amazing. And the star of the show, Jesmon, BT23. 2 samples, 1 real and 1 alt. Just probably, in my opinion, at first it was nice when I noticed it on the reveal of the BT23 list, but as I was playing it and using it, it's probably, in my opinion, the best card in the set. Having Rush, Alliance, and being able to warp from a Hookmon for 5 while your opponent has 10,000 DP or more is just, it gives you a lot of just a game finisher, or putting your opponent so close to lethal, doing up to 3 damage because you have Alliance in itself and Alliance from the Savior hook, or the Unsuspend hook. So 3 to 4 damage alone from Jesmon, and that's not counting your Sistermon toolbox, the token. But yeah, having Rush just, I think, gave Jesmon a lot of life. Probably competitive viability. We'll see with more testing, but so far, probably what makes this deck, given it its competitive advantages. In our testing 2 last nights is Jesmon X, BT16. Sometimes you just need to go into Jesmon to swing over your opponent's body. Difficulty this deck has removing is you can remove like lower cost bodies, but removing your opponent's stack or contending the board, you needed something more, because Jesmon alone can't remove any other big bodies. But with Jesmon X, you can go into him, play out any sister in its name, the whole board gets 2000 DP, and then your whole board can attack unsuspended Digimon. Having piercing is really nice, and evoing for 0 on top of Jesmon, and being able to play out another sister, perhaps a level 4 one to DNA into Chimera again, just gives you more play routes. So far at 2 feels nice. Can see it down to 1 for other choices, but so far at 2 still feel good. We'll report back on more testing, but so far happy with this Jesmon X. It showed up quite a few times last night to be able to swing over my opponent's level 6 with piercing to add that damage and getting that free sister from anywhere, especially now that you have the sister toolbox, de-digivolve, stun, or gain memory. And then finishing off the top end of the deck, as you saw, this deck plays no Gankoo, no Gankoo X. It's just a streamlined version of going to Jess and Jess X. And Omni X as a finisher, you're doing 3 to 4 damage per turn, plus Chimera, that's additional damage, and Omni X just to finish off the game. That was one of the things that the deck was missing after the aggression. You just need a way to end the game. Omni X provides that, and another way to remove your opponent's body with its wind evolving. But at 1 was great. I didn't feel the need to try it at 2 because of the Blanc being able to evo from hand or trash lets this Omnimon X kind of float anywhere, and you're able to access it. So great card. Felt necessary in this version of the deck, and one was perfect. Back to our option line, we've got 4 from Masters to Disciple, still really key to the deck. Opening turns, you're just trying to find pieces, and you need a way to find pieces and also fill up your trash with Sister, Jesmon, or Omnimon X even. you know, to trigger your Blanc. It's evil from trash. Just really nice, even more in this format, since you're able to work with trash now, and also being able to you know, have a great security effect, reducing by 1, so you're able just to mitigate and plan your turn how you want to use your memory, keep turn or not, or choke your opponent. 4 felt really necessary. I wouldn't go down any less. Jesmon, again, prone to brick, but this just helps you build up that consistency, build up that trash, being able to just, you know, throw sisters in the trash. And also you can add the Sistermon option, since it just says Sistermon in its name, and you can add any royal knight, so EagleX as well if it comes up. I think my newest favorite card of this entire deck, besides Jesmon of course, the Sistermon's Sisters Training Gym. Being able to basically, when you digivolve into a Huck or Jesmon and playing out a sister of any name from hand or trash, just so necessary as you turbo up. If you have a rookie in back, you can push out Evo into the BT20 Bow Huck. Sorry, not BT20, let me go back. It's BT13 Bow Huck. Evo into this plays out the sister. This sees the sister being played out. This warps up into Savior Huck, and then you suspend the sister to Evo into Jesmon for free. Continue your onslaught. Yeah, felt really good to have it at 4. Drawing 1, not bot decking anything, so you know, pushing for Chimera sometimes, and great security effect as well. So far at 4, felt amazing. Could see it down to 3. Don't know too much yet without more testing with that, but really like the card. Since I play, you know, 2 Chimeras, if you have 1 or 2 of these, they're essentially level 4 sisters. So Evo into Huck or Jess, play out some sisters. These 2 play out some more sisters, DNA them into Chimera, so they can, you know, just act as more play routes, more opportunities. Just amazing card in this build. Maybe less so in the Gankoo build, but for Chimera and Jesmon Streamline, really necessary. We've got 1 red scramble. Felt good at 1. Didn't crave 2 or so, but could see how 2 could be nice, since your Huckmons can now warp up into the new Jesmon. This card just becomes even more powerful. Your opponent has, you know, a 10k body or more, they just completely wipe your board. You have scramble, add the Jesmon back to the top, play Huckmon from trash, and then immediately warp up into the Jesmon that you added. Has rush, you know, all that. Gain back the memory from the Huckmon since you play a sister or token. So just really nice comeback card. That was one of Jesmon's weaknesses, as when your board gets removed, you have no comeback until you rebuild in the back, but Red Scramble allows you just to get back in the game, go into Jesmon, play out some sisters, devolve some things, and just regain board stability. Red Memory Boost at 1, felt nice, didn't feel the need for it to go to 2. So, you know, sometimes playing Jesmon with the memory efficiency, I needed a way to end turn and to set up for next turn, or as I'm raising in the breeding area, just to find the pieces, searching for 4, 5s, and 6s, or if you're bricked for a rookie, search for that. Since it doesn't play any Gankoo in the deck, you don't need Garnets, so being able to dig forward through the deck adds consistency, and that 2 memory is really clutch. Again, if they choke you at 1, you have Mem Boost out, release it, go to 3, play Huckmon, warp the Huckmon up into Jesmon for 5, gain back a memory, so play the Sisters token, board stability again, hopefully. And last card in the deck is Crimson Blaze. Really strong, this format, I feel, especially against Hoodie. They check it in security, kind of ends their turn from doing the loop to you. Great in the mirror match, great against Royal Knights on kill turns. Yeah, I think I played this card in every single of my deck, from Hunters, Royal Knights. Just a really good card to surprise your opponent with. It's a known card, but it's always unexpected. So far at 1, don't feel the need to go to 2 or anything. 1 felt great, but in and out depending on the meta. But so far, felt like a good just defensive line for the deck as one of. But yeah, that's all the cards in the deck. Following sequences, I'll probably show some combos that you may have already know, but just some things on the radar that was uncovered in last night's playthrough. Alright, this one is called Insta-Jess. We've got our Hookmon in the back. Push out the hook. You can slam this for 7, move the memory 6 or some ridiculous number, end of turn, suspends. Trigger the save a hook to go into Jesmon. Jesmon, when digivolving, plays out a sister of your choice. You can go here or token. Say you swing, when attacking, play out another sister. You can alliance. That's 3 checks. Alternatively, when this is suspended, you can also evo up, go into Jesmon X, and play out another sister. That's about 5 bodies on board. Without the Jesmon X, you've got 4 bodies doing 3 checks from just pushing out a rookie, and you've got a board state. Not saying to push memory that far or to do it, but it's a possibility. Pretty strong early game aggression, doing 3 checks, and then your opponent has to deal with your board here. Say you also have the decoy token that reboots, protect your board a little bit more, make it a little bit more stickier. But yeah, pretty nice. Alright, so another combo is you have Agumon in the back, and say you have the training here. Yeah, you push out. Say you're even at 1 memory. Evo here for 2. Draw. You have pass turn, but you evoed into a bow hook. Tap this, play out a sister. You can gain a memory or not, but let's say you don't. Gain it back from the hook anyways. Bow hook sees the sister's being played. Going to save your hook, reduced by 2, so for 1. Draw. Then end of turn, you'll suspend this. You can de-evo something. Go into Jesmon. Jesmon, when digivolving, play a sister. Effective sister, blah blah blah. Will swing. When attacking, play a token. Alliance. Gain the memory back from the level 4 as well. So you kept turn. You just did 3 checks off of just from a Hookmon and a training out of raising. Alright, and that concludes our first video, deck profile, kind of walkthrough thoughts, initial testing of Jesmon for BT23. Let me know your thoughts, any changes, anything you discovered, any questions you have, let me know, and we'll be seeing you on the servers.